Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Book of Science. Today I am teaching about chemistry atomic structure. In this class I am teaching about radioactivity elements. What is the meaning of radioactivity? Radioactivity means ray emitting activity. This is the element property. Radioactivity was discovered by Professor Henry Becquerel in 1896. He was found uranium salt emitted invisible radiations that affected a photographic plate, penetrated through a metal sheet, unaffected by any chemical change, in temperature. After several investigations showed that the radiations not from the uranium salt but it is the uranium element. These radiations were not affected by physical or chemical changes. These radiations rooted in the nucleus of an atom. Electrons had no role play in the radioactive emission. So this is the important point. Electrons had no role play to the radioactive emission. In 1898, Madame Curie and her husband Pierre Curie found that pitch blende. Pitch blende is an ore of uranium more radioactive than uranium. So pitch blende is the ore of the uranium. This is a more radioactive than comparison to the uranium. The ore contains, in addition to uranium, radium, thorium, polonium elements. Radioactivity is the element property. Phosphorescent substances contain phosphorus which causes them to emit light and glow. Radioactivity. What is the meaning of radioactivity? Certain elements emit highly penetrating rays made of subatomic particles are called radioactivity. The elements which have emit radioactive rays are called radioactive elements. Types of radioactive radiations. Rutherford studied radioactive elements. There are three types of radiation: alpha rays, beta rays, gamma rays. This is alpha, beta, gamma. Alpha rays. Positively charged particles are called alpha rays. Example, helium nucleus He2 plus contains 2 protons, 2 neutrons, no electrons. 2 units positive charge, 4 mass number. Velocity of alpha rays is 1 by 10th the velocity of light. Penetration power is not very high. They are slightly affected by magnetic and electrical field. Rays. These are 1 unit negative charge. Mass is equal to mass of electron. Electron means negligible mass. Velocity is equal to light. So velocity of light equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. They have greater penetrating power than alpha rays. They are strongly affected by electrical and magnetic field. Third one, gamma rays. These are electromagnetic radiations. There are no mass, no charge. Velocity equal to the light. They have high penetrating power. Penetrating a 25 mm thick aluminum plate. They are not affected by magnetic and electric field. So this is the experiment. Radioactive substance. This is alpha ray made up of alpha particles. This is gamma ray, a form of electromagnetic radiation. This is beta ray made up of electrons. This is the thick sheet of paper. This one is 1 mm aluminum sheet. This is 1.5 centimeters thick sheet of lead. Alpha rays cannot pass through a paper. Next, gamma rays cannot pass through this aluminum sheet. Beta rays, thick lead can stop the gamma rays. Causes of radioactivity. Nucleons means an atom nucleus contains protons and neutrons. We know that nucleons means protons and neutrons present in the nucleus. There are two types of forces exerted on the nucleons. Force of electrostatic repulsion between protons, which tends to move them apart. Nuclear force, attractive force between protons and neutrons, which tends to bind them together. These two forces, electrostatic repulsion force, nuclear force. These electrostatic repulsion force is between the protons, but this nuclear force is between protons and neutrons. These two forces are balanced and make an atom stable. When the balance gets disturbed in some certain conditions, then nucleus becomes unstable and starts emitting radiation. It results that the splitting of the nucleus into smaller fragments. The small unstable nuclei joins and form a large nucleus. The nuclear reaction need for atoms to attain chemical stability. The energy released during this process is called enormous large. So radioactivity is the property of nucleus and exhibited by the elements which nuclei are unstable. So radioactivity is two types: nuclear fission, nuclear fusion. So in the next class we will discuss about nuclear fission. Thank you everyone. Please subscribe to my channel.